EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Ocean Course at Kiowa Island, we bring you first-round coverage of the Carolina Open. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. On top, it's Patrick Cantlay. He's at 3 under par here in the early going. Meanwhile, our featured golfer in good form coming into this one fresh off a victory a week ago. Frank, this tournament here at Kiowa, a special one, no question in its own right. It's so beautiful here, and there's a lot at stake. But for a young golfer, just curious, how do you keep the focus on the here and now, knowing full well that next week is the Masters?
That's the magic question, Rich, and I think that's really the definer of the best in the game and the also-rans. I would put it down to an old cliche, tomorrow never comes, right? We always live in today. And if you have to resist looking forward, we know a huge event is going to be the following week, but really, as an athlete, you have to get better day by day. So the goal today is to be a better player today than what you were yesterday. Tomorrow, which I know I just said never comes, you've got to do the same thing again.
There's a good start, that one in the fairway here to get the tournament rolling. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Oh, that is how you get to be world #1. A beautiful shot there to get it in tight. Okay, a well-played hole there. It is birdie to kick off the round. And that is hopefully a harbinger for the week ahead, as he is very quickly to 1 under par. Frank, looking out onto that marsh, no doubt there are alligators roaming around. So it's a good time to remind our players that this is where they decide how much of that marsh they want to bite off with the tee shot here.
Yeah, I don't really advise biting too much off, Rich. This is almost an S-shaped par 5. And there's a long run up down that right side. So basically anything in a straight line, a good tee shot, still going to be able to reach.
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. You really need a birdie right now.
Oh, it's in. What a shot. I mean, from that line, could have gone a bunch of different ways, but it went the way you want them all to go, right into the hole. Now to the third hole. The par 4 is 390 yards. You're going to drive across the marsh. The fairway is expansive. Really, the challenge here is that approach shot. It's a tabletop green. If you miss it, it will be a hard-earned 4, I promise. This is turning a little to his left. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. this will be a 5-foot putt here. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll stay at -3. Frank, a great designer like Pete Dye keeps you on your toes. So after the short third, you come to the long par 4 fourth. This is all you want, especially off the tee. You can let it rip.
You're right. It's a big par 4, that blind tee shot. That's one thing. Those bunkers down the right side. But if you don't find the fairway, irrespective of where that wind's coming from, you start having to zigzag your way around a hole that's nearly 500 yards long. This round's been a clinic so far, and that's another great drive and another good opportunity to make another birdie.
Let's see what they do from a good lie in the fairway. 180 yards to go. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Let's bring in Nota Begay the third for a look at birdie.
Dead straight look here. Just has to trust his stroke and get the ball to the hole.
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. Par 3 fifth here is 207 yards. It's one thing to hit the green, but it's another to navigate it. If you're on the wrong side, you might have a difficult time just two-putting. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. Frank, not only is this the biggest green on the golf course, we are at the easternmost point of the Ocean Course.
Yeah, it's a nice view. Remember when Pete Dye designed this golf course, his wife Alice actually said you can't really see the ocean. So what they did is they raised the whole golf course, all the playing levels, up 6 feet. Now you've got a tremendous view from this corner.
Yeah, there's another one. Back-to-back birdies here at 4 and 5. This is a good par 4, the 6th. Frank, what's the right way to attack here, beginning with the tee shot?
Well, most people look at this hole and they want to aim a little right, but I'd rather be in that sandy area on the left than the thick rough, to be honest. So this is where a practice round often helps. Get a nice line, but challenge the left, but don't go too far left. Got it? That got a fortunate bounce. Oh, it'll be just fine.
So after the fortunate kick, his second to the par 4.
It's a good shot, but does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
Chance now for another birdie.
And he's got to be happy where this ball went up. Just slightly uphill, looks almost dead straight.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And the lead is now 2 here on day 1. Kiowa 7 is a par 5 measuring out at 579 yards. If he can take a drive over the edge of that right side bunker area, you'll have a good chance of getting on the green in 2. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Explosion got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. That one brushed in. It is a birdie here at 7. And the lead in this opening round is all the way up to 3. Second par 3 here on the front side. Frank, would you be happy walking off here with a 3, or are you getting a little greedy here?
Hey, always greedy, but I'd certainly take a 3 more days than most. When you look at this green, just have another look. You see the angle of it. The green actually angles to the right at about a 30-degree angle. That's actually what tricks most people out when they misread the wind.
Okay, safely aboard. Now this, for another birdie. You betcha, what a roll there. That is in for a birdie. The final hole on this front side is a right-to-left par 4 at 514 yards. A lone pot bunker right off the tee must be avoided, and most players will be left with a mid to long iron into a green with more than its share of humps and hollows. Tell you what, the game's just coming easy right about now. 5 straight birdies on the card and another beautiful tee shot here.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that is going to mean this was a 27 on the front side, an amazing 9 under par. Here we go, making the turn, par 4, 10th hole. And Frank, what's in front of the player right now?
I prefer to see this hole, Rich, as a slight dogleg left to right. Then that way it takes out the temptation to mess around with that right side. Nothing wrong with hitting a little left of center. The hole will still open up. I know I've got to hit it across the bunker, but there's nothing wrong with that.
And that ball absolutely walloped. That is a big drive there. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. And here at the 10th, with the iron in hand, and hits it stone cold close. Chance now for another birdie. Yes! 7 birdies in a row now. And he continues to build on this advantage. Sensational here on day 1. Not much is straightforward here at the Ocean Course. This 11th is proof positive of that at a stout 593 yards. A handful of half-moon bunkers right are, what to avoid on your tee shot. But even with a drive in the fairway, a couple of devilishly placed pot bunkers up near the hole have been known to give golfers fits. Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5, Frank. Got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now
You bet. A birdie here at the 11th. More fun now from Pete Dye here at the par 4 12th. This is the widest fairway on the golf course, but then it is one of the narrowest approaches.
yeah, it's also the start of two very important par 4s here at Kiowa Ridge, because the drive here and 13 has to be spot on. This one has bunkers, but both second shots will have water in play.
That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing. High launch angle. That was just about perfect. Now Noda, his second from the fairway.
He's got 95 yards to the front of the green. 103 gets to the hole, coming off a birdie on the previous, looking for 2 in a row. This is the sand wedge. Has gotten a lot of this one, and it's going to be just a fraction long.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. The par 4 13th here at the Ocean Course is a beauty, demanding strategy off the tee. Challenging the canal running down the right side allows you to possibly shorten the hole, but playing away from the canal brings a cluster of pot bunkers into play left.
really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that. Really, I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Yes, indeed. The line there, perfect. It is in for a birdie. Par 3 14th here at the Ocean Course. Just gorgeous, but it is treacherous. You're exposed to the wind up there on the green, and you might need to hit, I don't know about lumber, but low iron at a minimum, Frank. This is a great hole.
It certainly is. It can play as long as 240 yards, but it's one of those holes, too. If you were aware of the fact that most of the field's going to play it in 3.5 or 4 shots, you would take 3 every single day. Well, I'm going to tell you now, that's exactly what they do on this hole. Don't try and make it 2. Take a 3. You will gain on the field. Listening?
Boy, he took that one way upstairs, got a lot of air under it, and that allowed it to land softly. That's a nice shot. Play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. On to the 15th, a par 4 at 466 yards. Plenty of room in the fairway off the tee, making this definitely a second shot hole. Because trust me, you do not want to miss left and find yourself in a waste area that you need a ladder to get in and out of. That's the kind of swing you want to break down and study. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done. From the fairway, Noda, this is second.
He's got exactly 100 yards to the front, 114 gets to the hole. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left. Right at it with the sand wedge, coming in just over the pin.
It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. Final par 5 of the day here at the Ocean Course is the 16th. Frank, this was a pivotal hole down the stretch at the 2021 PGA Championship.
It certainly was reachable in the right conditions, but you look at that fairway, even though it's wide, it's split in 2 sections. The right side is the flat side and the top side. The left side of this fairway, it all runs down to the hill. You've got to be a little lucky, but good looking hole. That green sitting up on the top of the hill as well with huge sandy area on the left. So if anything, just respect the right side when you're coming into this par 5 green. But remember, you are playing a great par 5.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. And we'll have to see here. It looked like that ball hopped from the lighter rough into the heavier stuff.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
Ah, that a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. This is another of Pete Dye's toughest holes, the par 3 17. It can get stretched out close to 240 yards in length. It's got a green that's nearly 50 yards in length. It's got water. It's got bunkers. It's got it all. Look at where that is going to wind up. That is as good as it gets. Now this for another birdie. Nicely done. A birdie finished off here at 17. Frank, as a competitor, what's the importance of getting it to the house in a clean fashion with a good hard-earned 4 on a hole like this?
It's imperative, Rich. First of all, you have to minimize your mistakes in any sport. And the fact that scoreboard pressure also accounts for something. That this is just a great golf course. We're finally seeing a golf course where you see every club in the bag actually being hit. So get it in, sign that scorecard, and be proud of it. It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Second shot now at the home hole. Ball is in the rough, but has a chance to get this within birdie range with a good shot. I like the looks of this one. Well, that's what separates the good players from the great players, the ability to get it that close from that kind of lie. That's a good putt there. It's a birdie at 18. The quality of golf today, Frank, absolutely otherworldly. Just birdie after birdie after birdie.
Made it look like we were playing a video game.
So, for Frank Nobilo, notably gay the third, Iona Stephen, and the cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.